Guys, I'm back again with another tutorial. So what I wanted to do in this tutorial really was to turn this into a 6-ring binder, but I'm having problems finding the mechanism, so I decided to turn it into a traveler's notebook um, because it seemed like that was going to be my easiest thing. I just wanted to transition something into something else that I can use. And so the one thing that prompted me before I get started is that when I would chunk up my original planner here, it would literally keep these clasps from closing. And I was like, oh no, you gotta be kidding me. And so I got the Sweat, Smile, and Repeat journal, which I keep saying that I'm gonna, start in it every month, and I just have neglected to. It's already mid-July, and I haven't written a thing in it. But even with adding a couple of pockets and some different DIY things that I wanted to add in here, it kind of bulked up, and still I'm having issues, with it staying shut. I can't put bigger rings in my planner either, because if I do, then I can't use my premium cover. So instead of wasting it, and when I did my D-stash, nobody opted for it. I think everybody has one by now. I decided, let me just go ahead and repurpose this. And so I think he split my nail. I'm gonna have to fix that. They're gel, and so you have to be careful with these things. But nevertheless, I'm gonna be using this by the Happy Planner, and I'm gonna be using my eyelet and hole punch by We Are Memory Keepers. So, and I've never actually tried this before on something like this, but I do make traveler's notebooks. So, you ever notice how much you say when you're recording? I wonder if I do that on the radio. So I used the ruler here on my mat to mark where I needed to punch my holes. So I've already marked. And what I want to do now is measure about where I need to punch. And so I'm just kind of, I'm just going to see if this is going to be doable. Because I definitely, and I know one thing that I can do that I should actually start doing, because wherever you mark your holes at, you can see, I have some fabric in there, you can see through this hole, but I always end up doing it upside down. So I think today, for the sake of the video and for the sake of me, I am going to do this the right way. I always have to look in there after I hole punch something, because look at that pink material from my last project. And so let me see if I can actually see the hole. I can see it really, really good in there. So that's something that I need to start doing, because I get so upset every time I punch a hole and I'm like, it's crooked. But I just proved myself right in the sense of I need to utilize that hole. There's a method to everybody's madness when they make these mechanisms. And so this has got to be this one. So I can see my hole in there. Go ahead and punch. And I am going to use my eyelets and washers today. For some projects, everybody's like, you don't have to do those. I never use those. But I think for this project, it would be befitting, just because of the layers of material I'm noticing that there are layers, and so that means that this could ravel, in which case it's just smart crafting to go ahead and use the eyelets and the hole punches. I mean the eyelet and the washer. And I always use a washer. Some people say they don't use their washer, but I just have gotten in a habit. If I'm going to use the eyelet part, then of course I'm going to use the washer. It just makes everything look so much better, so much neater, tidier. So I've got my first 3 holes punched, and I'm just going to clean up a little bit because I have a lot of these little pieces. I can tell that there's cardboard in there or punch board or something. So there are layers in here that I can see. Definitely if I don't use those washers, then yeah, this isn't gonna last long. So I'm using the big side as well. There's a small side and a big side, and I'm using the big side because I don't want any problems while I'm trying to get my holes punched. There's some material in there. It's going to be a good idea to keep your X-Acto knife or a pair of tweezers handy when doing this. So here are my second holes. Let me get that material out. All right. This is the second hole in the second set. FYI, that is not snagging the material, it's just the material that's getting caught in here. Be careful though when you're doing this. And I've got to make sure I get all of the material out of the hole punch because I need to be able to see through the hole. So, all right, last hole on the second set of holes. Here we go. Looking for my mark and punch. And I always twist a little bit when I punch. I don't know if you guys do or not, but it just makes it easier. It just feels better when I can just, twist it all the way around. It just feels better. It's like, okay, the hole is in there. I got it. And so, as you can see, I'm going to be using Art Skill Crafter's Closet stretch cord today. I don't have any pink cord. I think I have a little bit of red or something. Normally, I will use Crafter Square, found at the Dollar Tree, but I don't think that red is going to go. And even though I have gold in here, that yellow is just too loud. So a friend of mine told me about the clear stretch cord. Some people were saying use fishing wire, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. So you can also use elastic, which I think would just be too white. But you probably can get different colors of elastic, which is just fine. But I'm going to use the clear. On this particular card, there's fabric covered. There's clear, there's white, and there's thin clear. So I've already used up the clear. The only thing that I don't like about this is that it only gives you 3 yards. So you have 12 yards total. And with the Crafter Square, you get 5 yards each. So you get like 5, 10, 15, and then there's a color down here. So that means like 20 yards. And where here you only get 12. So that's the only thing I don't like about these. But it's still $1. And I got mine from the Dollar General. So I mean, I'm not going to complain about $1. If you want more, just get another one, a couple of bucks, and you've got some great string. So this one is a little bit thicker. It's going to be a little bit more durable, but I did use on a planner that I made the other day, and I used the thin, like I said, and lo and behold, it was very good. I was super impressed. So I have my cubes right here set to smash all the way through this eyelet and washer set because I want it to be, tight and sturdy. So this is what it looks like on the underside, and I'm just going to take one washer and I'm going to put it in the hole, and then I'm going to flip it over because I need to see, I need to see what it's looking like. Now I do have tweezers over here somewhere that I can use, because I know everybody doesn't have nails, but if you need something to hold this down until you get um, that that square in your hole, then by all means use a pair of tweezers. I listened for that pop because I wanted to, get in there, and then I just give it some elbow grease, and it's in. It looks very professional, just like I bought it like that. It's smashed a little bit on this side, which I like that. So I know a lot of people don't like it, but I do. I like the smashed look. So that's why I set my eyelet like that. But the other ones are okay. They just don't look secure enough to me. I guess, that's me being me. They just don't look secure. And so I like that when it smashes all the way through, then I'm like, yes. So I'm just making sure this is all the way in, all the way in. I'm gonna go ahead with my next washer. Now these washers do have a little bit of magnet in them, I should say, because I've noticed that they do stick well to like my eyelet, punch over here. So, and I'm trying to, it doesn't seem to be liking the middle right here very much. So hopefully, prayerfully, this works. Okay, I heard the click, but I just need, I hope the washer stays on there. Fingers crossed. Okay, good girl. And this is the last one on this side. Hopefully this washer stays put. It's almost like, it doesn't want to go in there really good. And I know that it's a tight fit, but that's one of the things I kind of like about this project is that this is a tight fit, and see how it magnetized itself onto my tweezers. I don't know if I like that or not, but it is neat. At least the washer does that because the eyelet does not. So, all right, I'm gonna try to hold that as sturdy as I can. Listen for that pop. Jiggle it a little bit just to make sure I have it. Well, almost. I'm not convinced. Let's try it again. Well, I tell you what, I think the washer tried to escape. It's okay though, but I was really hoping that the eyelet would surround that washer like it did the other two. We'll see though. I mean, if it comes out later on, I can just replace it, but I really, 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 really wish it had went all the way through. Yeah, I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. It's fine. It looks okay though. It looks fine. All right, time to do this side. It does. It looks really professional. When I was a kid, I used to wonder, when I used to like, rip my clothes up and stuff, how do they get those things on there? And how do they get their stuff to look so professional? And now I know. If somebody had told me when I was a kid, I probably would have been a genius because I used to tear up all my new clothes and, redesign them, try to make things. Of course, sometimes it never came out because I didn't have the stuff, to do it. And my mother wasn't the type, she didn't believe in, redesigning stuff, whatever. If she bought it a certain way, that's the way she meant for you to wear it. So I would always wait until maybe she went to work or something. And I'd be like, okay, it's time to redesign this bad boy. Make this outfit work, okay? I think this one did the same thing, but it did smash a little bit, so I'm okay with that. The thing that I'm concerned about is I don't want the strings on here to be cut, so I was hoping that they would smash all the way down. This one gives me a little worry. I'm going to try to do it one more time. It gives me a little worry. All right, it's going to be the second eyelet on the second set. Stick that eyelet all the way through. And let me take my tweezers and get that magnetized again. I kind of think it's convenient. I'm not mad at it. What I'm mad at is that I want the washer to do like the first two. Why did it do so good on the first two? I think if I had done this as soon as I got the planner and it not been used and have, the creases and stuff in there, this probably would go over well. So if you're going to try this, I would probably suggest that. Get it brand new, and maybe try it like that, because I think because I was using it for a few months. All right. Oh, I did it again. I can feel it. It just will not pop all the way through for whatever reason. And it's not the actual book, it's the eyelet and washer combination. I'm not sure what that's about, but at least it's sturdy. It doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere. And it does look good. It doesn't look good as the first two because they look more, sunk in. And that's what I like. I like that crisp, neat look. They're just sunk in there really good. Even when I tried to use the tweezer, it didn't go like I planned it. So, but we're almost done with this project, and it actually worked. I was doubtful. I will admit it. I was very doubtful, but my plan actually worked. Yeah, it's not gonna smash on any of them, and I think this washer right here actually stuck. Oh no, my washer actually stuck. That is terrible. And I don't think I could get another washer on here. So I'm just gonna see if I can smash it. Okay, good deal. So this is what it looks like now. So I have the 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom, or this is the top actually, and this is the bottom. Okay, so now it's time to put the thread through. And like I said, I'm using this clear right here. Didn't want to use all of it. I still may have some left, but we'll see. If not, like I said, it's only $1. So I'll just go get more when I need more, because I do have a couple more that I have to make. Actually I have about 4 more to make, maybe. I know I've got one with a different type of material. I think it's burlap. And then I have a leather one that I need to finish that may or may not need eyelets. So I may be taking a trip to the craft store. So when you have these in threes, the rule of thumb is to start in the middle. So I'm going to start threading in the middle. And I want to put about 2 strands on either side. So I'm going to take a pretty good amount here. I'm sorry if I get too close to the camera. So here, and it's going to go pretty fast, this part, because of those eyelets. I mean, they just make everything you know, smooth. So far, so good. I'm actually loving this. Where am I at? I'm in the middle. So now it's time for me to go over to this side. And out. And I've already got, how quickly that went, I've already got my two in the middle. So I can actually stop right here if I wanted to. And this is what it looks like on the outside. It's almost clear, like it's invisible. You can't see it. So if I want to stop here, I can. But like I said, I really want two on each side. With this being invisible, if you wanted to cut corners and literally, you know, go to the other side, you can. But I can tell that I'm probably going to use all of this. So I'm going to have two on each side and probably three in the middle. Which for me, that doesn't bother me. I really was hoping that I didn't use all of this in the middle, but it's totally fine. Let's see. I'm trying to make this to where I don't have so many in the middle. For whatever reason, when I'm making these, that totally bothers me. I don't know why. It just does. Oh, like, why do I have so many in the middle? I don't know. Looks absolutely wonderful. Hopefully, depending on how many inserts I put in here, this may give me some sort of planner piece. I don't know. I keep making these things and I keep going, okay, God, is this my planner piece? And it's like as soon as I think I found it, then I'm thinking another shape will do, or another this or another that. So this was, how many did I say? There's 4 styles and there's 3 yards on each one of these. So 3 yards of string actually got me my desired 2 on the outside, and I still ended up with 1, 2, 3 in the middle, but it's totally fine. So I'm just going to pull these a little bit tighter and try to get them together, and then go ahead and twist this, make it a little bit tighter. And I'm gonna, it's so funny working with invisible string. It's like I have a hard enough time dealing with the regular string, and now I'm dealing with this invisible string. Like, come on, get on here. And then so I still have other string that I can use on my my little books, my inserts or whatever. So I have this left. I don't really think I can do anything with it, so I'll just trash it. I'm gonna have to get some more clear, but at least I have some white and some fabric colored, and that fabric probably can be dyed if you have to have it like that. But here you go. Here is the Happy Planner premium cover turned into a traveler's notebook. So I can't wait to get some inserts going and fill this up. So I'll be back with a part 2 later on this week to show you how it looks full with the inserts and everything. Awesome! It also has a built-in pin loop, so I can't wait because I don't think I've ever had a traveler's notebook with a built-in pin loop. I make my own, but this has one, and it has plenty of storage in here, so I can't wait to see how this turns out. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. I'm excited. And I can't wait to come back and show you what it looks like all chunked up. I'm hoping I don't have to alter this part, you know, and put a keep it together band on it. But if I do, I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. This right here would be my only worry. But hopefully I'll have enough space. I can't imagine getting more chunky than this. And then plus this right here, I don't have to worry about because there's no discs. So I'm hoping just putting tension in it like this, I'm thinking that it's going to be a winner, but we shall see. Okay, guys, I love you for watching, and I will talk to you later on another tutorial. Bye for now.